Yo, what's up everyone? My name is Andrew Warren, and in today's video, we're going to be doing our daily transparency update as usual. So if you're new here, that just basically includes me talking about my portfolio's movement for the day, whether that's a huge movement upwards or whether it's a pretty big red day as well. I like to cover it regardless, just to have that transparency there, and then also to give me a chance to talk about the market a little bit, and especially, as always, of course, Tesla stocks. So with that being said, please make sure to smash that like button if you enjoy the videos. But just getting into this one for today, as you can see, we had an absolutely crazy day for Tesla. Once again, not only did we have a huge surge upwards in the normal market hours, but we already have a pretty notable movement in the after hours as well. Now, of course, this movement can change between now and tomorrow, but it's still nice to see this movement in the green rather than maybe some hints of a sell-off. If you're a huge Tesla bull, you knew this was coming eventually. It was just a matter of when it was going to happen. And I keep on drilling this point in, but every day it seems to be becoming more true as we go on. But as I stated in previous videos, I said that this could possibly be one of the craziest months ever for Tesla stock, and so far, at least from what we've seen since the initial S&P 500 inclusion announcement, it has been a wild ride, and I know a lot of you are excited out there, especially those that are making some pretty big gains. So big congrats to all of you out there so far that did decide to make an investment in Tesla. You did your research, and so far you're being rewarded for that. And this is just a prime example of how going against the grain and backing up things with evidence and information and logic and reasoning, a lot of opportunities can be found when you're looking for it. And even though it may seem like lately the answer is obvious, people are starting to become a bit more bullish on Tesla, I still think there's tons of opportunity in the market right now for this stock specifically. And I kind of mentioned this a little bit in yesterday's video, but I'm still seeing this commonly occur where there's a lot of people, at least outside the major Tesla communities online, there's a lot of investors that are still saying Tesla is ridiculously overvalued, this is out of reality, you know, just your typical statements that you would hear from someone that either hasn't done their research on Tesla or their judgment is simply clouded by the fact that they have biases against Tesla rather than actually looking at what's happening with the company. So this is a common occurrence that I'm still seeing right now, even though there are a lot of Tesla communities online where people are bullish on Tesla, and we're hearing a lot of big price targets, especially from ARK Invest and some others out there like Dan Ives from Wedbush. Even with that in consideration, there does seem to be some common negative sentiment around the current value of Tesla's share price, and I think that's simply because people aren't looking as far out into the future as they should be looking. And of course, anything that I say in this video is not to be considered financial advice. This is simply just me sharing my thoughts and opinions about the market, but I do believe that people really aren't taking on much of a long-term perspective when it comes to Tesla stock, at least for the Tesla bears out there that don't believe in the company. And with one of the major goals of investing being looking for opportunities in the market, then that is an opportunity that I personally see as one that can be taken advantage of, and that's why I'm still buying today. I'll be covering that in a separate video. I basically just bought more Tesla stock from a Roth IRA, and I'm trying to max that out for this year. But as I stated, when there's still a lot of people that are doubting this company and simply using the current share price as the major talking point against it, then that's where I still see a lot of opportunity, because it means that the whole market has not picked up on this yet, and it almost seems like nothing has changed with that sentiment, even though they've commonly been proven wrong over these past couple of years, and especially this year. With that being said, let's just check out the current portfolio value. So right now we're at a value of $224,379.38, and in the normal market hours today we had a 6.45% gain. That was plus $13,455.70, and then in the after hours currently we are at plus 1.11%, which is plus an even $2,464. And what's so crazy about this current portfolio value is that my goal by the end of the year was to have a value of around $200,000. As long as I ended off the year at $200,000 or over that, or even if I just hit $200,000, and even if it went under that by the end of the year, I would still be satisfied, just because that's a big milestone number for me. And I honestly can't believe, like, I can believe it because I know the potential in Tesla, but I mean that just as a general statement. Like, it's crazy to think that it's already at a value of $224,000. This extra $24,000 has just come in a matter of a few days, which is so crazy. And as I stated in yesterday's video, we commonly hear the statement that that first $100,000 is the hardest, and this is just once again another example, at least from my personal perspective, there is some validity to that statement, because once you can build your portfolio up to a certain point, then it becomes a lot easier to grow it significantly, or at least grow it by numbers that would be a lot of money to you previously. So for example, even if the portfolio was only at a value of $200,000, if I could get a 10% gain in one day, then that would be an additional $20,000 added to the portfolio in one day alone. So that's just one of those examples where if you can have a lot of discipline, and especially when it comes to aggressively saving your money, that's a strategy that I've used as well. I pretty much try to avoid all unnecessary expenses, and yes, you do have to sacrifice a lot, but your later self will thank you. And this is just under a year of me investing, so I want this video to be motivating for you out there. If you have a portfolio of under $5,000 or under $10,000, it is certainly possible. And that's one of the major reasons why I like to do these portfolio updates, because I don't know about you all, but when I see people that have been able to grow their wealth tremendously, not even just in my case, but if I see people making moves financially, then I use that as motivation for me as well. There's something just really motivating about seeing someone accomplish something and knowing that you can do that too if you put your mind to it. I also think that's a reason why a lot of people love Elon Musk, including myself, because for one thing, he does seem like a normal person that you could just simply go up and talk to and have a conversation with, but he's also someone that is really influential in the sense that he's been able to accomplish a lot of things based on a lot of dedication, perseverance, and a business mindset. So I hope that these videos are at least motivating in the sense that it gets people to start investing and learning more about finance, because I have to say personally, learning about the stock market and becoming more financially literate, that has probably been one of the best decisions in my whole life, and I don't regret it whatsoever. It's completely worth your time to learn about finance in the stock market. So just addressing the movement for Tesla stock today, it started out in the pre-market at 9 a.m. at plus 4.40%, and then once the normal market hour started at 9:30 a.m., it was at plus 3.58%. We had a slight dip after that, all the way down to this point at plus 1.63%, and then from that point on, that was the lowest point of the day, and we saw a general incline until the very end of the day. So we hit this peak at 11:05 a.m. We got a slight dip here with the Wall Street lunch break. This is something that I've commonly seen out of Tesla stock. I saw it yesterday and the day before yesterday, I believe, so that is a common occurrence around 12 p.m. The market may slow down a bit, but we have commonly seen Tesla stock begin to move up after that lunch break, and that's exactly what happened today as well. So like I said, up until 3:55 p.m., we were at plus 6.29%, and then we went into after hours, and it started to move up even more towards the highest point of the day. So Tesla stock has reached an all-time high, and just addressing the current share price, we are at a value of $562.41. Now it's 8 cents, but a 7.71% gain, including both the after hours and the normal market hours. An absolutely huge movement upwards. So far, the movement in the normal market hours is pretty similar to yesterday's movement, and I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we have another bullish day tomorrow. It just seems like the train is not stopping at this point, considering the fact that we have all of these combining factors going into play, and we have S&P 500 inclusion on December 21st. We have a lot of retail investors buying more stock. We have institutional investors likely buying more stock, and there is a rumor right now of, is Warren Buffett potentially buying stock as well? I have seen a Twitter thread where it was talking about, like, I think they said 100 million missing shares at first, and then they corrected it and said 50 million missing Tesla shares, where they basically don't know who has them. And I really wouldn't be surprised if Warren Buffett is actually buying Tesla stock. And keep in mind that Warren Buffett is someone that likes to buy stocks with the dollar cost average strategy. So instead of buying all at once, we have seen Warren Buffett purchase stocks like Bank of America. And with him making those purchases, we have seen him buying multiple days in a row consistently. So it does make me wonder, is Warren Buffett buying Tesla shares right now, especially with yesterday's crazy movement upwards and today's crazy movement as well? It's definitely something to consider. Keep in mind, nothing is confirmed just yet. We have no idea, but this is just kind of a rumor going around right now. But I really wouldn't be surprised with that decision, because it would be kind of a hedge against his companies that he's invested in. I think it would honestly be the perfect play for Warren Buffett, just because Tesla is disrupting so many major industries that could affect Warren Buffett's investments as well. So investing in Tesla is not only just a smart move in general, but it would especially benefit Warren Buffett, in my opinion. But anyways, just to check out the rest of the timeframes for the portfolio, we're currently for the past week at plus 25.59%. 8%. That is plus $45,760.62. For the past month, we are currently at plus 33.22%. That is plus $56,013.76. For the past 3 months, we are currently at 39.57%. That is plus $63,680.98. And then for the past year, we are currently at plus 118.80%, which is plus $121,951.64. And like I said, for me, this is almost surreal to think that I've been able to more than double my portfolio in under a year. Keep in mind, I started investing on Robinhood on December 2nd. So if we check at the all-time chart as well, the same thing applies. For some reason, the all-time chart isn't showing up right now, but as you can see, the past year, if we take a look here, it says November 26, 2019, and we don't actually start to see these numbers move until I hit December 2nd. So that was when I got my free stock, I believe, and then I started really investing aggressively when we got in this time frame right here, especially over these past couple of months as well. With all of that being said, let's check out the movement for Tesla specifically with the total return and today's return. So starting out with today, like I said, plus 7.69%, which is plus $16,108.32. And then for the past year, we are currently up 84.58%, which is plus $103,343.31. So it's nice to see us finally getting back up there near that 100% marker for Tesla. Like I mentioned in previous videos, we hit like 120% before, but considering that I've been buying Tesla stock heavily, especially over these past couple of months, it has brought that gain percentage down. So that's the reason it has declined since that 120% marker. But anyways, please make sure to smash that like button if you all enjoyed this video. I just wanted to share a little portfolio update as usual and talk about Tesla stock a little bit. And also feel free to check out Robinhood and Webull in the description below. With Robinhood, you can get a free stock, and then with Webull, you can sign up with my referral link and you'll get 2 free stocks valued up to $250. And then in addition to that, you can get another 2 free stocks valued up to $1,600 if you deposit $100 into your account. I believe that you can take that $100 right back out after you get your free stocks. So it's basically just nice passive income with minimal effort, and it also helps support the channel as well. But anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week.